I might have just found one of the most underrated fragrance houses in 2026. We're talking about the brand Intelligent, and these are supposed to be incredibly underrated. I've never smelled these before, so we're gonna see if these are a spray or a prey that it rubs off our skin. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Daylin. Please hit that subscribe button and let's get into this review. So the brand Intelligent was founded by Derek, the creator of More Plates, More Dates, which is a massive health and fitness platform. And his company Intelligent is supposed to take a more scientific approach to things. So you'll notice that they use the periodic table for the fragrances like gold, silver, hydrogen, all of those popular fragrances from them. And I feel like this brand is really underrated. It hasn't been talked about a whole lot, but I started to see it's picking up a little bit of steam. We just had a review of Gold by Chaos Fragrances, and he says that that one is fantastic. So I reached out to the brand and I said, hey, your guys' fragrances look really neat. I would love to test them out. And they said, why don't we send you over two of our popular fragrances? You can do a review and we'll go from there. So these guys have not paid me for a review. This is all my opinion, what I think of it. I'm gonna give you guys the honest take. Is it good? Does it suck? Is it a spray or is it a prey that it rubs off our skin? So you guys are gonna kind of get my first impressions on two of their most popular fragrances. And also, if you like the sound of these notes, you guys will be able to save 10% off on your order if you decide to pick any of these fragrances up. So with that, let's crack these open. I'm going in completely blind. I've never smelt their fragrances. All the reviews that I've seen, everything that's talked about these guys, it's really positive. Hydrogen, and we also have gold. You can see with these two, they really do follow that scientific approach of hydrogen. They have the symbol and everything, some information on the element, and then gold, which is AU. So a little bit of chemistry going on in here, but this is supposed to be a more like versatile one. This is supposed to be more like a winter, like a date night fragrance. So I thought I'd get a little bit of variety just to give you guys an idea on what it's like. I think we're gonna start with the versatile one. This is supposed to be like kind of like an everyday wear, and that's what I want. You know, you need something that you can wear on the daily. Oh, it's packed in there a little tight. Okay, very, very nice. I really like this like dark, like neon blue kind of vibe. Very like pretty, very nice. Cap, plastic, nothing too crazy. Just kind of clicks on there. Yeah, decent bottle, decent presentation. Let's take a look at the scent profile because that's what we care about. Does this actually smell good? Is it appealing? Is it nice? Does it just smell synthetic and, well, not wearable? So we're gonna see. Let's get a good little spritz on our tester strip here. Oh yeah, decent atomizer. Nothing crazy, but a good atomizer. Again, what we really care about is the smell. Is this actually gonna smell good? Okay, yeah, definitely like a clean blue kind of shower gel fragrance. Definitely a blue fragrance, which, well, going by the packaging, that's what you're gonna get in here. Very clean, like obviously a very like versatile scent profile. This is gonna be like one that you can wear whenever. It's very like non-offensive. That you could wear this in the office, you could wear this on the daily. This is just, this could be a gym scent even. Like it's not too overpowering, it's not too in your face. I like that. Let's take a look at our note breakdown because that's important. All right, so their website actually looks great. I really like how they've kind of displayed their notes and everything. I'll have it up on here. So we have our top notes of ginger, cardamom, lemon, and bergamot. So very like citrus heavy in those top notes. And then for our heart notes, we have some violet leaf, some basil, some pear, and some lavender. And then for our base notes, we have tonka bean, we have cedar, we have musk, and ambroxan. That is a very like easy to wear fragrance. Kind of reminds me of almost like the YSL lineup, kind of like just like a clean like blue fragrance. Hydrogen opens with invigorating citrus and spice, a burst of lemon, bergamot, ginger, cardamom, and delivers energy, brightness, and instant freshness. Very fresh. As the fragrance settles, we have violet leaf, basil, pear, and lavender creates a smooth, refined, and subtly playful heart that separates hydrogen from a typical freshie. In the base, hydrogen dries down with tonka bean, musk, ambroxan, and cedar, forming a comfort, elegant, and mass-pleasing profile with a gentle warmth. Hydrogen is incredibly versatile and maintains mature, sophisticated vibes in most environments. Very nice. Doesn't smell overly like screechy or anything. Doesn't have that like kind of like cheap vibe when you open it up. It definitely smells like high quality. So we're gonna actually go directly on skin here. I really love blue fragrances. I think that they're just so easy to wear. I know some people think that they're boring, but I mean like you just get such a versatile fragrance that you can wear whenever. And there's so many different variations and combinations that you can get with blue fragrances. I find that no blue fragrance is exactly the same. They all have their own little like twist on the DNA. Yeah, first impressions, this is very nice. This is just such a like an easy to wear, clean scent profile. It is that 22% EDP, but it's not like so over offensive where it's gonna be a room filler or gonna be overly offensive. I'm gonna give this one like an 8.1, 8.2 out of 10. It's just like on first impressions, yeah, very nice, very clean. Blue fragrances are just such an easy scent profile to wear. I really like it. When it comes to blind buyness, I would say that this one is pretty blind buy safe. Blue fragrances are a little easier to recommend because they're just not too offensive. They smell masculine, kind of that shower gel vibe, kind of like a lot of people like them. It's gonna be that more mass appealing scent profile. I like it. That ginger citrus opening, and then I am getting a little bit of that sweetness in the dry down, kind of like soapy clean. Very, very nice. Let's move on to gold. Very nice and shiny bottle. I like that, very sexy. This is the one that Chaos Fragrance actually did a review on. He said it kind of reminded him of the one by Dolce & Gabbana. Let's get a little bit of a spritz on our tester strip. Let's get some of that alcohol off and let's actually see how this one is going to smell. Warm. This is definitely like there's some sweetness in there. Kind of reminds me of like JPG's La Male Elixir, kind of that like that vanilla in there and that little bit of like spice too. I don't really like smell the honey or anything, but like there might be a little bit of tobacco in here. Okay, let's look at the note breakdown. Again, I really like the images that they use and how they present this. So we have top notes of grapefruit, basil, and coriander. We have some heart notes of ginger, orange blossom, pepper, cardamom, and vanilla. And then for our base notes, we have tobacco, amber, musk, cedar, and benzoin. That's nice. Yeah, I definitely get a little bit of that spiciness from the pepper, and then you also get the sweetness from the vanilla and a little bit of that amber. Very nice scent profile, definitely like a fall and winter vibe. It's not gonna be great for the summer and the spring unless you're going out on like a date night. Gold opens with a sweet and bold blend of grapefruit, basil, and coriander. Transitioning seamlessly, ginger and orange blossom, pepper, cardamom, and vanilla harmonize, forming a rich and captivating composition. Gold settles into a deep and enduring finish, featuring a warm and inviting aura of amber, tobacco, musk, cedar, and benzoin, creating a seductive and irresistible allure. Intimate and enticing, this fragrance adapts effortlessly to different environments. The warm and rich profile makes it especially fitting for fall, winter, and early spring months. Intimate and enticing, this fragrance that lingers and draws people closer. And this one is also that 22% concentration EDP. Yeah, definitely like aromatic, gives off some of that fresh spice. You have some of that amber in there. You have a little bit of like tobacco in the background. It's not super overpowering at all. You might not even smell it, but you just get little hints of it in there. It's a nice combination. It's nice. That's a sexy scent profile. Yeah, I definitely see that this is like that fall, winter vibe, date night, special occasions. We're gonna put a little bit on our skin. So you get a blast of like grapefruit in the opening, and then you start to get a little bit of that pepper come out, but you also start to get that sweetness from the vanilla. I absolutely love my fall and winter fragrances. Since Canada is winter like most of the time, this is probably what I'm gonna be wearing the most. If I were to rate like which one I like more, I'm probably gonna go with gold just because it's a little more complex. This one I'm going for like an 8.5, maybe like an 8.6, just on like initial smell alone. I wouldn't say that this is gonna be great for like hot months, and you're gonna get some of those overpowering notes. You're either gonna go nose blind to it or it's just gonna be too loud for some people. But if you're feeling risky, hey, you can wear your fragrances whenever you want. I'm just telling you, some people might not enjoy it as much as you do. They're both masculine, like they're not unisex, they're not feminine leaning. Like if you're looking for like a masculine blue fragrance, everyday, versatile, clean scent profile, it's gonna be hydrogen. And then this one is gonna be more like that winter, that fall, special occasions, nighttime, date night kind of vibe. These aren't necessarily like dupes of anything. They're more like inspirations, but they definitely go in like their own direction. Both of these smell really nice, different occasions and different use cases, but first impressions, I'm pretty impressed. I like these. I would definitely say that these are a spray. They're not screechy, they're not too much, they don't smell cheap. Quality seems really nice. Yeah, first impressions, these are great. This was my review on Hydrogen and Gold by Intelligent. Really impressed with my initial thoughts. I'm gonna have to wear them a few times, but first impressions, impressions, really nice scent profiles, clean, versatile blue fragrance, and then you have that special occasion fall and winter vibes, kind of like the one by Dolce & Gabbana. But yeah, if you're interested in either of these, there's gonna be links in the description, so you can click on them and you can input my code, which is gonna give you guys 10% off your first order. And there's a bunch of other fragrances you can take a look at, and all the note breakdown will be on there. So yeah, take a look at those if you're interested. And please, if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. And we will see you guys in the next video.